Look over here! Ah! I finally got my silver play button, you guys, and I'm super excited about it. Hello, my sewing friends, and welcome back to another episode of this Dressmaking 101. On today's episode, I am going to show you how to make a skirt pattern. So if you have this basic sewing pattern, you can pretty much modify it to any skirt pattern that you like. The best part is it will fit you perfectly because you are going to be using your own measurements. In the previous episode, I showed you how to measure your body. Now we are going to use those measurements to create our own skirt pattern. In this tutorial, you are going to be needing a few measurements such as waistline, length, and hips. Those are the only measurements that you are going to need for this project.
First, figure out if you want your skirt high-waisted or low-waist. Then place an elastic around the waistline. Figure out the length of the skirt by measuring from your waistline down to your desired length. To get the hips measurement, you are simply going to wrap the measuring tape around the highest point of your butt, and that is where the curve is. For this project, you will need a pattern paper, a styling ruler, a soft tape measure, and marking tools. On a big sheet of pattern paper, I am going to draw a horizontal line. It is going to be 1 inch away from the top edge, and I am going to draw a perpendicular line 2 inches away from the edge. This is the starting point, and I'm going to mark it A. From A going down to B is the length of the skirt. From A, measure down 1/2 inch, and I will mark it C. Starting from A, I'm going to measure down 7 inches, and that is the hip length, and I will mark it D. Measuring in from A to figure out E is your waistline divided by 4 plus 1 inch. To figure out point F, you are simply going to divide your hip measurement by 4, then add 1 inch. Bring this measurement down to the hemline. Mark it G, and then I'm just going to connect F and G together. I'm also going to connect E and F together using a hip curve. And here I am going to raise up the hemline by about 1/2 inch, and I will mark it H. And then I'm going to connect B and H together using a curve ruler. Now let's work on the waist darts. So from A, I am going to measure in 3.5 inches. And I will mark it I, and I'm going to add 1/2 inch on each side of letter I, as you can see here. So this is the starting point of a waist dart. And then from letter I, I'm going to measure down 5 inches, and here I'm just making sure that it is in square, and then I am going to mark it, and I'm going to connecting all the lines to form a waist dart. So first I connect this line together, and this is letter J. I am also going to connect C to E using a curve ruler. The skirt pattern is ready. Now I'm just going to label it. So first I'm going to label this. This is going to be the fold line. After that, I am going to close the dart. Just like you see here, I connect this two together, and I'm going to draw a straight line from C to E. Now it's time to create the back skirt pattern. So I'm simply going to put a new sheet of paper at the back of the pattern that I just drafted. and I'm going to clip it so it doesn't move around when I cut it out. I'll go ahead and cut out the pattern. I am following the outside line. I'm not going to add seam allowances on this pattern pieces just because I want to use this as my foundation. If I draft a new pattern, that's when I am going to add the seam allowances. And here I am marking where the slit is going to be if I decided I want a slit on my skirt. And here I am transferring the dart on the back piece. And then I'm going to close the dart by folding it just like this. And I'm going to draw a straight line along the waistline. Now I move the slit on the back pattern. I'm just going to trim off the excess papers right here, and as you can see, the front dart is shorter than the back dart. For the skirt front, I will need just one piece. For the back is going to be 2 pieces. Now I am just going to add my notes on the pattern pieces. For the hemline, I decided to do a 1-inch hemline allowance. That's for the front and the back. On the side seams, I decided to do a 5/8 of an inch. Along the waistline is 3/8. On the back seam is 1 inch, and that is big enough for a zipper. In the future tutorial, I am going to show you how to use these skirt patterns.
So that is a wrap, and I hope you learned something from it. This sewing course is going to give you the basic knowledge to start creating your beautiful garments that fits you perfectly. If you have any more questions about our topic today, be sure to drop them in the comments down below. I am going to try to respond to you as soon as I can. If you have any suggestion on what else I should do, leave them in the comments down below as well. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week for more easy and free sewing tutorials. See you next time. Bye!